Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, a daily podcast devoted to spirituality and self-help. If you're new, I want to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about what to do in times of uncertainty. When you just feel like you don't know which direction to go and you feel like you're in a dark tunnel and nothing seems clear to you, which many people are going through this right now. And I want to talk to you today about what to do when you find yourself faced with this situation. But before we get started today, I want to remind you guys that I, right now, have a special discount code for all of you for the Smart for Life program. If any of you are interested in the Smart for Life protein bars, I have been eating them for the past week and I am loving them so far. And I want to remind you that my listeners will get a 10% discount just for putting in the code AMAZING in all caps if they go to the Smart for Life website. And they have so many different varieties of protein bars. I like the lemon. That's my absolute favorite, but they have strawberry and they have a cinnamon pecan, which is also equally good. So if you go there, it makes dieting really simple, and I'm not really necessarily an advocate of dieting per se, but this just helps you to make sure that you're getting all of the nutrients you need. So you eat 3 of these protein bars during the day, so you can grab one for breakfast on the go, have one for lunch, and then if snack in the afternoon, and then you have a lean protein for dinner. And it gives you everything that you need to have a balanced diet. It helps promote weight loss and boost your metabolism. It controls hunger, and believe me, it does, because I'm one of those people that I've tried many protein bars and they do not fill me up, and these do. So if this is something that you want to try, please go take a look. The Smart for Life website is just smartforlife.com, and I will have the website in the show notes along with your discount code. So please go check them out because they're an amazing company. It was founded by Dr. Malavi in 2002. He was an emergency room doctor, and he decided that he overcame obesity himself, and he decided to help others by creating something that would be easy nutrition, and it is easy for sure. So please go check them out. You will be so glad you did. I love them. They're delicious. They make my life so much easier. All right, guys. So I wanted to talk to you about uncertainty. What do you do in times of uncertainty? So I was meditating this morning because I, like many people, as a teacher doing this remote learning, there are so many things we just don't know. And it's been frustrating and difficult because it's a lot harder to create lessons, especially for a foreign language, when you do it online. But I also understand the importance of having healthy kids and making sure we're keeping people safe. So I'm willing to do this because I want people to be able to be healthy. But there are times when I think to myself, like, am I doing enough to support my students? Where's this going to go? Is this what I should be doing? Should I be doing something else? And it just feels like so much uncertainty that I just feel stuck sometimes and I feel lost. And I'm going through so many changes in my own life right now. I mean, huge, major changes. I have taken on the role of being the child to being the caretaker for my parent who's going through an illness. I've gone from being a single mom of twins who are constantly at home to now they're both off to college. And even though my son's living at home, I still don't see him that much because he's off doing his own thing, which I'm more than happy for him to do. He's got to experience life. But it's a constantly ever-changing role for me. I find myself now being put in all of these situations that I'm so unfamiliar with. I'm not familiar with having an empty house or having to go and take care of someone else who was my parent that I always looked to as the caretaker, and now my role is reversed and I have to go take care of her. So there are so many things for me that are just up in the air. So I was doing my meditation this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, God, angels, I need help. Like, I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I have so many things up in the air and it's so frustrating. So I received a special message, and I want to relay this message to you because I feel like this message isn't just meant for me, but it's also a message for those of you who are out there who are also either experiencing changed roles or just in a period of your life where you're just uncertain about things. So the message that I was given was, when times are tough and all seems hopeless, lean in and gather strength from your angels. You are fully supported. Just because you don't see it happening doesn't mean it isn't there or that things aren't happening behind the scenes in the 5D. The universe truly wants us to live a life that is abundant and happy. And if you happen to be in a space in your life right now where things are up in the air and maybe you have a lot of uncertainty and you're feeling a little stuck, that's normal. It's especially normal when we're going through a spiritual awakening. I've been speaking to a friend, and this friend is just like in such a dark place right now. And I can see it, working and talking to this person. I just see this. You're totally in the dark night of the soul space in your life because everything is so negative, and you're like, what is the point? Why do I even care? It doesn't matter. And we happen to be talking about the election. And my friend said, well, it doesn't matter if I vote anyway. And I'm just like, okay, I understand feeling like it doesn't matter what I do. It's hopeless, that feeling. But we can't stay stuck in that space of negativity because it doesn't do us any good. It doesn't change our lives. It just makes us depressed. So when you find yourself in that dark space, you have to get yourself out of it. And it's not always easy. But it's just like I've been seeing with my mom, and I keep telling her, like today I texted her and I said, how are you feeling? And she said, I'm really tired. I haven't even gotten off the couch today, and I haven't even gotten dressed. And it was at noon when she told me this. And she has gotten up and done some things the last couple of days. But I said, well, I understand, but you've got to make yourself get up, and you've got to make yourself get dressed, and you've got to make yourself just go do something for a little bit to get through that fatigue. And trust me, I know what it's like to be tired and to feel like I can't go anymore. I just can't. But we have to push ourselves, because if we just gave in to that feeling of, to me, it's depression. And that, I know tired, we can be tired or whatever, but I think a lot of it has to do with depression too, because that's the thing that causes us to not be motivated. And I dealt with it with my son. I watched him not want to do anything and just totally lose all desire to do anything in life, where he would just go to sleep all the time. And it was such a helpless, scary feeling because I didn't know how to help him. I didn't know what to do. I have never experienced depression to the point that I couldn't get out of bed. I mean, yes, I've had times where I felt depressed, but it's never been an issue to the point that I couldn't get out of bed. But I've talked to so many clients who experience that. They go through it and they're like, something's wrong with me. I can't even motivate myself to get out of bed. And that has to just be a horrible, horrible feeling, to not want to do anything, not because you're lazy or because you're a terrible person. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that when you're depressed and when you're in that state, you become demotivated. Like you don't have the desire anymore to do anything. And it's everything. It has to do with the way that our brains function and the signals that it sends to our bodies. So it's not your fault. And there are things we can do to help with that. So today I wanted to talk about, if you are in that space where you're just feeling darkness and you're feeling stuck or uncertainty, what can you do to get yourself out of that? Because that is such a painful place and you don't want to stay there. So there are many things we can do to help us get ourselves back on track. And some of the things are going to be physical things you can do. And some of the things are going to be spiritually things that you can do to help yourself get back on track. So the first thing that I would urge you to do is to make sure that you're taking time to meditate and to pray to your spiritual team, because I know, some people might say, oh, well, there's no way to help the depression and all of this and that without medication. I do believe in science, and I believe in medication, and I believe those things can help. But I also believe there are other things that we can do personally that can help us to break out of that dark place and the place of uncertainty. So the first thing we can do is to call on our angelic team, because they want to help us. We can call on Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael can help us when we're struggling. He can help you to protect you and your family and your loved ones, but also he can help to give us inner strength and courage when we need to face things that we're not sure of. And when you're in that place where you feel like, I don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next, we can call on Archangel Michael and ask him to be with us, to give us courage and strength to move forward, even when we can't see our way out, even when we're not sure what's going to happen. And I can tell you from a personal experience that every time I call on Archangel Michael to work with me, I feel an instant peace within me. And I often would see sparkles of a bluish, purplish light out of the corner of my eye, knowing that he's right there. And you can use crystals also when you connect to archangels, and the crystal that he connects to is the tiger's eye. Another archangel we can call on when we need inner strength is Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel promotes inner strength. So if we're too intimidated or frightened to do something, if we have a dream we want to go after, we can call on Archangel Gabriel. Now, Archangel Gabriel works especially closely with children and sensitive children, and she works with Mother Mary. So if you are concerned about your child's welfare, then you can call on Archangel Gabriel. I think this is interesting too, because I personally, as a parent, having a shifting role, going from having to know where my children were 24/7 to now having to let go and let them kind of be out on their own, it doesn't take the worry away. So I've been calling on my archangels a lot more to help surround them and protect them, and to help them just find their way and find their path, but also to be happy and safe. And I think that that's a hard thing as mothers or parents in general, because I know there are dads out there who are equally concerned about their children. I don't want to exclude anyone. But as we are learning to let go, we have to also, sometimes we need help with that. And so that's a good thing to call in our angelic team to help us in letting our children go and be off in the world, because it's a very scary thing. It's, again, that uncertainty. But Archangel Gabriel can help you if you're a teacher, a counselor, a writer, an artist, or an actor. Call on Archangel Gabriel to help you to be motivated and to help you polish your skills. Gabriel can open the door of opportunity for you to work in your chosen career, and can help lovingly push you through if you're hesitating. So if you're changing careers and you find yourself struggling, call on Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel's crystal is copper. So you may see the colors, the flashes or sparkles of copper light when you're working with Archangel Gabriel. If you're experiencing depression and mental illness, an archangel that you can call on is Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is the healing doctor or the healer. And Archangel Raphael has the power of God within to help you heal. So if you're struggling emotionally or spiritually or mentally, this is the archangel to call upon. Archangel Raphael is one that I use very often when I do my healing work for Reiki. Always calling on Archangel Raphael to surround my clients and to be with my clients. Archangel Raphael brings God's healing light to earth, and he loves to help heal. He can help to reduce or eliminate pain. And again, if you're struggling mentally, this is another archangel that you can work with. So if you are working with Archangel Raphael, then you may sense an emerald green color, because emerald is the crystal that represents Archangel Raphael. So you may see that green color. And for those of you who may be struggling with healing and you need to heal the heart and the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael is another good archangel to work with. Another awesome archangel to work with is Archangel Ariel. You know, Archangel Ariel is usually thought of as the archangel who brings about abundance and can help us to get rid of blocks and fears to abundance. She is an amazing spirit guide for people who are on an important journey in life. She will protect you from negativity. So if you are starting over and beginning a brand new chapter in your life, then Archangel Ariel is an amazing archangel to call upon, because again, I personally associate her with abundance and helping me to not get in my own way and to not block my own abundance, because I know that many times my own fear and limiting beliefs are what blocks my abundance. And so whenever I call on Archangel Ariel, then I'm asking her to work with me to help me to see myself as this strong, amazing person who's capable of anything, so that I am not getting in my own way and blocking myself from my own abundance. And when you work with her, her color is a pale pink, and the gemstone or crystal that is associated with her is a rose quartz. And I keep rose quartz all over the place in my house because I just love the crystal anyway, but I keep it around. And I remember one time I was working with Archangel Ariel asking for guidance, and I took a picture of myself and posted it on Instagram, and one of my followers, she sent me a message and said, "Did you notice the orb in your picture?" And I said, "No." And I went back and looked at it, and it was a pink orb right above my head, and I knew that was Archangel Ariel. So she lovingly will guide you. Another one that is great to work with is Archangel Zadkiel. If you've ever experienced mistakes in life where either you've made a mistake or someone has made a mistake that has wronged you, which who hasn't experienced that? That's pretty much life, right? Then Archangel Zadkiel can help you see the situation with a clear mind so that you can resolve any conflicts that have been brewing. We don't want to carry grudges in life, because we can't live a happy life if we're bogged down by emotions of resentment and anger and frustration and all of those things. So you can work with Archangel Zadkiel to help you get rid of those feelings of hurt, and also to help you see the situation for what it truly is. Archangel Zadkiel inspires forgiveness and compassion in people, and he can help you heal emotional pain from the past. He'll shift away the painful memories toward memories of beautiful moments in your life. So if you're stuck right now because you're not able to forgive someone, or because you're just too focused on your past, call on Archangel Zadkiel to come in and to help give you compassion when it comes to the situation, to help you to forgive and to help you to let it go. Archangel Zadkiel's color is deep violet, so you may see, again, it's for me, what I get is sparkles of light out of the corner of my eye, and I truly, truly do see these when I'm working with these angels. So you may see a deep violet color, and the gemstone associated with Zadkiel is amethyst, and I love amethyst anyway. I use that as well in my healing practice. So you can get yourself a piece of amethyst, wear it around your neck, or get a bracelet that's made out of it. And you don't have to do those things. Some people really do feel the healing from the crystals, and I like working with them personally, but it's not necessary. Also, if you've been experiencing a creative block in your life, maybe you feel like you want to start a new business, or you have this great project, you have a new idea, but you just feel like you're being blocked, you can call on Archangel Uriel. If you're not sure what your path is in life, which path to follow, call on Archangel Uriel to help you see your path clearly, to help you see your options. And if you want to be happier in your career, this is another archangel you can call on. Archangel Uriel can help give you fresh new ideas when you're starting a new project or an artistic pursuit. Or if you just want to be happier in your career, Archangel Uriel, he is wonderful to call upon when we need a solution, when writing, when studying, or when taking a test, because he can whisper the answers in your ear and help you to receive thoughts that suddenly become clear to you, like, oh, this is the solution. So if you're stuck on something, call on Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel's color is yellow, so you may see the yellow sparkles of light. And the gemstone or crystal that he's associated with is amber. So if you want to get a piece of that, you can. Another archangel to call on if you're feeling stuck in your relationships is Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel is kind-hearted and comes with a peaceful attitude. And having this peaceful attitude can help you to improve the current relationships around you. And also, Archangel Chamuel is awesome at helping us to learn how to love ourselves. A lot of the difficulty associated with relationships come about because we don't love ourselves first. And so we are looking to other people to help validate us when really we need to be doing that ourselves. And Archangel Chamuel can help you learn how to love yourself deeply, completely, and unconditionally. And when you do, when you love yourself in that way, when someone tries to treat you like crap, you won't allow it because you think to yourself, no, I deserve better than that. So I am not about to accept that kind of behavior from someone else. So if you need inner peace, times are turbulent and you really need inner peace, Chamuel is another one to call on to help you achieve inner peace. And Chamuel can also help us to locate missing things. And let me tell you something. I was praying so hard. My son lost his car key and I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, this car key was gone for like 2 months. And I'm praying to the angels like, please help us find this car key. It's $300 to replace because, of course, it's one of the keyless fobs. And all of a sudden, it just like appeared out of nowhere where people said they had looked before, but then this key just appeared. And I was so super grateful. But we can call on Archangel Chamuel when we're missing items too. When you work with Archangel Chamuel, his color is a pale green. So you may again see the green sparkles out of the corner of your eye. And the crystal, when working with Archangel Chamuel, that is associated with him is fluorite. So if you have fluorite, that is also a great thing. As I said before, you don't have to go out and buy a ton of crystals. I know a lot of people do that. I'm one of those people who are guilty of that just because I like them and I think they're pretty. And I also can sense the healing energy in the crystal. But you don't have to have the crystal to work with these archangels. You can simply call on them and they will be there to help you in an instant. Definitely. And you can do your own research on all of these archangels to help figure out which ones can really help you. But some other things that I would suggest if you're feeling stuck is, number one, make sure you're taking time out to meditate and to sit in stillness. Because oftentimes the answers come to us, but we're just not slowing down long enough to receive them. And I really think that this has been my problem for a while. I've been trying to go so fast and do so many things, and I've just been getting the message that we're trying to talk to you and you're not listening. So we need to slow down and give our undivided attention. So if you can sit in meditation for a minute, 5 minutes every day, it doesn't take that much time. And of course, the longer you can do it, the better. But If you can only start with a minute, start with a minute. You don't have to change the world, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. Take it one step at a time. Start taking a minute to meditate and to sit and to ask for answers. And for me, it comes in the form of thoughts, but I know they're not my own thoughts. I know that these are my guides giving me wisdom and information and guidance. So I take the time to listen to that. And once you do that, you're going to start receiving so much. Also, make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're walking outside in nature. Put your feet in the grass. Just sit outside. You can also make sure that you are getting plenty of rest and that you're eating well, because sometimes when we're not eating well and we're not taking care of ourselves, we feel so sluggish and we feel terrible. Well, of course, we can't receive any information because that connection is not as clear as it is if we're drinking water and eating healthy and exercising and getting plenty of sleep. And that's not to say you won't have your days where you can't get any of that done, but just try to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and including self-care in your daily routine somehow. And just be patient with yourself, because this is a process. It really, truly is. And we're not going to get it right 100% of the time. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to be uncertain. We have to have faith, knowing that what is meant for us will always find its way to us. And sometimes things get delayed because we're the ones delaying it, because we keep saying, what's going on? Why isn't this happening? Because we're not trusting. And you're getting out of alignment when you do that. So simply take a deep breath, a nice deep cleansing breath. Imagine beautiful golden light coming down from above into you and cleansing you and grounding you and centering you. And then say to the universe, I know I'm out of alignment with this particular situation. Please help me. Show me how to get back into alignment. And oftentimes getting back into alignment is as simple as realizing we were out of alignment in the first place. And it's realizing that we have nothing to fear. The universe is always taking care of us, always. And when you can remember that, that brings about more peace than anything else, I promise. So just make sure that you're doing what you need to do to fully support yourself. I wanted to pull a few cards for you today. I was going to pull 1 and 3 came out, and I didn't think that that was a coincidence. I know the universe always wants us to hear the messages we need to hear. So the card deck that I used is Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette. The first card that came out is Leadership, and it says Charisma, Enterprise, Authority, Motivation. The Holy Spirit is encouraging you to consciously and fully embrace leadership and the leadership role you're carving out for yourself. Through your focus, dedication, stability, and discipline, you're emerging from the background and becoming recognized for both your competence and wisdom. Others are naturally attracted to your charismatic vibration and will follow your lead as they rightfully sense that you can be trusted. So some of you are being asked to step into a leadership role, and while that may be scary and confusing, the universe is asking you to step up and have faith. Again, remember, you can call on Archangel Michael, call on Archangel Gabriel to push you forward into that role. Then we have New Life and its Divine Mother. This card is all about pregnancy, fertility, and birth, but it could mean pregnancy in the literal sense, in that you're going to become pregnant with a baby or give birth. But it can also be in the metaphorical sense, in that you're giving birth to a new project or a new idea. New things are coming to fruition in your life. So this is saying to be gentle with yourself as these new things come about, whether it is a literal birth of a child or it is simply the birth of something new and creative in your life, like a new job, a new project, a new home, all of these things. So be gentle with yourself at this time. And your third card that came out is Risk, and it's Joy Guides. And this is asking you to take risks in your life, to take more risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, because that comfort zone can feel so safe and warm, but nothing exciting ever happens there. So we need to once in a while step out of that comfort zone, step out of the box, and to really do something that maybe makes us afraid. When we have the universe surrounding us and protecting us, no harm can come to us. We just ask Archangel Michael to surround us and to protect us and to keep us safe. And we can ask those other angels to give us the wisdom, the guidance, the things that we need to help us take that risk. But this is saying, do something that scares you once in a while, because it may bring you absolute joy. And you'll never know unless you step outside of your comfort zone and do it. So take a risk today. I love all of these messages for you. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much, as always, for being here with me. If you like this podcast, please subscribe. Please leave a review from wherever you're listening. You can leave me some stars on iTunes. Also, follow me on social media. All of my social media links are in the show notes to this podcast. I go live on Facebook Mondays at 6:30 Central, where I do a free card reading. And if you show up for the live, I will pull a personal card for you as well. I always post videos to Instagram, and I have free guided meditations on my YouTube channel. Also, it is my anniversary. A little over 2 years ago, I started this business and created this podcast. And so if you go to my website and you sign up and subscribe to my website, you'll receive a free morning and evening meditation from me. And those that are already subscribers, you got my email knowing that I am celebrating my anniversary of opening my business by offering readings I have $15 15 minutes for $10. And I don't normally do 15-minute readings, but sometimes we just need a quick little blurb about what's going on in our life. We might need a little direction. So this is a easy and quick and affordable way to get that. So 15-minute reading for $10. Or my 30-minute readings are on special this month for $20 for the rest of August and September as a way to celebrate. Also, I am offering free sessions. If you have worked with me in the past and you refer me to a friend, I will offer you a free session when they pay and book their own session. So if you're interested in doing that, simply have the person who is booking let me know that you referred them, and then you will receive a free session as well. And that's all just a way of celebrating this awesome journey that I have been on for 2 years. I want to thank you so much for being a part of that with me. To book a session, you simply go to my website, melissaoatman.com, go to my offerings page, and you can purchase a session directly from there. If you are purchasing the 30-minute reading, simply use the coupon code anniversary at checkout, and you'll receive the $10 off the price. Thank you guys so much. I hope you are having a beautiful day from wherever you're listening. I am sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.